What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to our laid-back little colony builder called Stormland. I actually enjoyed this game more than I expected. Something about a turn-based survival game kinda, I don't know, I like it. It's relaxed. It's laid back. Like, you don't really have to worry too much. You're just fiddling around and building stuff and making it happen, and I like that about it. I like the fact that the game is not super crazy difficult. It's not something that, like, you gotta sit here and stare at for hours. I need all these bushes to go away, like, for real. These bushes need to go away. There's too many of them. We need to start thinking about some of the better workshops that we can build, too. I think the fishing shack is probably the best place to go first. I need bamboo, I need some string, and I need some fishing hooks. Okay. Let's get back up in here and we'll mash out some string. We are really suffering right now for only having one character that's good at survival. It's taking its toll, unfortunately. We've got her. She can make string. Like, what can she do? Is there anything I can conceivably do to make her a survivalist? Or this guy a survivalist? I don't really care. I just need someone with survivalism, because everything is gated on adept survival. And so I don't know how to level up survival, or if I just have to save the other guy, the beardy dude's turns, for later. Keep gathering food. I'm a little terrified about our harvest down here. It's not making me feel confident about our long-term survival and viability. It's making me very nervous. Go grab some flaxseed over there, too. It's going to disappear with time, but we'll plant it. It's okay. We'll make like a little flax field, and also we got weed. We got more weed than you could possibly imagine. We got weed like crazy over here, and so we'll plant some hemp, too, because hemp is actually pretty, weed jokes aside, hemp is really, really useful. It's a great plant that's used for tying and all kinds of stuff like that. You can make lanyards and all those sorts of things that make your life easier. I will have you gather the grain for right now. Spend a little bit of time grabbing the remainder of that stuff for me. And then she can work on things. She needs to become a better miner, and so it might be a good idea to start stockpiling some of this stone as well from these little quarrying areas. It said that took 3 hours. I didn't think we had 3 hours left, but hey, we got it done. It's nighttime now. Oh shit, son, our house blew away. Well, that's why they call it Stormland, I guess. I was over here being like, it's a relaxing game. And then what I learned is that this thing will take your buildings out. It don't care. Storm report. So affected buildings 3. Does this need to be repaired over here? Let's go ahead and have a look and see if there's any repairs that need to be done. This place is in okay shape. Let's go ahead and repair it back on up. That took about an hour. We'll throw some flax and some other things into it. And then, of course, we need to assign survivors to their homes. And so we'll take these two and we'll put them in here. This guy, we need him to craft some things for us. Namely fish hooks, I think, are going to be the most important part. Did it blow away my supplies too? I thought I had shells. Where did my shells run off to? Do I not have shells anymore? Well, hell. Well, hell. I ain't got no shells. Alright, let's have a look around the edges of the island and see if we can find some shells around anywhere else. But if we can't track that down... Yikes. I think that was the last of our shells right there. Where'd all of our shells go? Where did our shells go? Thought we had more shells than that. Maybe more of them will wash up. Maybe that's a possibility. I need you to craft a fish hook right now, please. Go ahead and do that for me. I would greatly enjoy it. And then that's a survivalism skill check right there. So have him do it, and maybe he'll get a level in survival? Yeah. Give it a go. We got a fishing rod now. And then assign... Where is my... Yeah, let's give him a tool. He's good at fishing, so let's give him a fishing rod. And then if it's his turn, how, pray tell, do I fish? I assume that there's some kind of fishing node. So I think our fishing dock works like that right there, but I need string and a fish hook. How do I just, like, manually fish? Does it just, like, work on its own? Like, how do I fish? I'm a little bit concerned about this. Like, I can't seem to figure out how to use the fishing rod around here anywhere. Like, there's fish floating around out there, but, like, gathering doesn't appear to work. Well, I accidentally made him gather clay, so that's going to knock off that's another issue, but we'll worry about that another time. I guess just go gather some berries then, my dude. Go gather some berries. You've got 8 hours left. I'm hoping more seashells wash up on the shore or something like that, because if they don't, we've got a very real shortage right now that's going to become a tangible issue before too long. It's going to become a problem. I don't want you to do the clay. I want you to do the tree that's on the clay. That's going to take 6 hours. We got a fir trunk right there. Do we have any other trees that'll be easier to chop down? It takes 12 hours to get that guy. Go ahead and chop down a tree. Never chopped down a tree before, and so I feel like that's something we can apply ourselves to. We'll get some basic materials so that we can start working on other workshops and things like that. We'll also gather the remainder of these berries until you're out of time. She is ready to start mining. We need shale blocks and some other things. So it might be worth looking into over here. We've got, what, cassiterite. We've got malachite. We've got magnetite. Okay. Yeah, start clearing some of this stone over here. That gave us a little bit of granite to mess around with, which I don't actually know what we're going to use the granite for yet. We got some people that couldn't sleep today because I don't have a shelter, and so we'll have to work on that tomorrow too. I got to go through and kill off some saplings. We got 2 more people? Oh, man. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough to keep these dudes alive. Why would you come here? Don't do what you're doing right now. It's a mistake. You don't want to live here. This is a terrible plan. Look at this little tiny island. You would not believe the island fever you will get after like a week. We've got new buildings unlocked as well. We've got newcomers. So we've got Davram and Alvieran. Alvieran is a survivalist, which helps out a great deal. And then we've got him. He's a woodworker, so that's pretty sweet. That'll help out a little bit. Well, we have no seashells left. Guys, I need seashells. I need seashells really badly. Otherwise, this whole, like, fishing thing, which I'm pretty sure is going to be, like, the mainstay of our food supply, is not going to work out. You go and gather berries. I'm not really interested in eating blackberries anymore, but hey, these plants ain't growing over here, so I got to do what I got to do. You guys use your day just making sure we got to have a lot more food than this. Like, way more food. I would say to take some time and maybe plant a zucchini seed over here somewhere. Just have us with lots of food. We're going to try and get a rotation. We also got some grain right there that we can make happen. As far as crafting goes, can make some string. She's got survivalist skill, which I think helps out a little bit. Is she out of time? I think she is. Yeah, she's out of time. Okay. Well, for you then, what I'd like to see is we need to gather up some sticks and some other things. Yeah, that's not going to work for right now, but we do have a couple little saplings growing over here, and our twig supply is, like, really, really bad. And so if we could just spend a day getting the twig supply taken care of, we can also get straw from those, so that'll help out as well. Down this way, this guy, I still don't know how to make him fish. I still don't know how to make him fish. I have no idea. I would love to assign this dude to go fishing, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of ways to get that done. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to start building shelters because people are going to need them. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at our building menu. What was the new stuff we unlocked? We got a workshop, stonemasonry, and metal. All right. So we need logs of 3 kinds in order to get this done. So somebody's going to have to blacksmith the whole time if we want to get that done. On this end, we've got a floating bridge right here. Part of me sort of wonders if that's what we need. Oh, he got a survivalism level. Yay! I don't know how he got a survivalism level. Probably just by survivalating, but all right, I'll take it. You know, we got a couple shacks and things we can do over here. I'm going to strongly suggest we get these 2 houses rebuilt. So there we go. Work on the building for the rest of the day. Trying to make sure that people have places to live so that they're not all salty and they don't have, like... Perfect. And he's got 4 hours left where he can do another one. Nice. And another one. Keep working on it. 4 hours is not going to be enough to get it done. But we'll have somebody else dedicate some time to it. And that'll get finished off. Every now and again, you gotta fix the houses you live in. We'll take the assignments here, and we will put her in here with him. And this dude will live all by his lonesome on the edge of town because he's stinky. That's a little subtext that you didn't catch from the storyline of this game. But he is quite stinky. He is like next level stinky. Go ahead and grab us some more of that flax stuff right there. I will grab some of that grain in the back as well. And if there's anything you can harvest with 1 hour left. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and harvest some weed. Why not? Works for me. No complaints from Splatties into the gallery. And that looks like everybody is all taken care of. I don't know how long this harvest is going to take. This harvest is taking its sweet-ass time right now. Hey, it finally went through. Goody. And so the big question is going to be, do we use the do we use the tomatoes? So that gave us 8 tomatoes. It's completely dry. It's a dead tomato plant. Is it going to regrow? Or is that something that I have to replant? Because I honestly have no clue. Like, if they're going to regrow from what they are right now, that'd be fantastic. Oh, we can plant cotton, too. We can also plant some flax, and we can plant some hemp. Yeah, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. I think it'd probably work. Did we get any more seashells yet? You know, I don't think that seashells respawn. I'm a little bit concerned about this, because I really want to set up a fisherman's hut. And unfortunately, the game is just being super mean to me right now on that front. Go ahead and clear out all the weed over here. And get all the hemp taken care of. Wherever you can get the hemp from, I'm okay with. That guy right there is going to take 2 hours. Some spelt grain would be good, but... She's got farming. Go ahead and get the spelt grain over there. That already grew? The grains already grew, really. That's actually pretty fantastically amazing. I'm not necessarily against that. Davram, you are good at woodworking. Might be a good idea for you to have an axe. But let's have Granddaddy over here chop down one of these trees. We're going to need a few more before this gets better. And he just got a woodcutting level, so now he's adept at it. Hell yeah. And that lowered the amount of time to 4 hours that it takes him to chop down a tree. Okay. That's workable. That's definitely not something to be upset about. We didn't bring in a lot of food today. That's got me a tiny bit concerned. With 8 tomatoes. Who's got time left? You got time left, and you got time left? Alright. Well, I'm going to put you on planter duty for right now. Actually, no, I'm going to put you on crafting duty. Go ahead and use 2 of those to give me some more seeds. That gives us 6 tomatoes. And I assume that those can't be replanted over there. That assumption might be wrong. It might be right. But I think we're going to need a lot more food if we're going to farm our way out of this. Like, if we got to be farmers, we got to be farmers, but let's do what it do first. He's got an hour left. Is there anything you can even do with an hour? Grab some more blackberries, I suppose. There we go. More blackberries for the pile. We'll be okay. So on day 12, Awena has become an adept at farming, and he has become an adept at wood cutting. Great. Sounds fantastic. I still don't see any seashells down here, and that's got me worried. There's one. Nope, that's pebbles. Never mind. I got overly excited. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I didn't mean to. I swear to God, we had 4 or 5 seashells, and I don't know where they all went. It's got me a tiny bit concerned. What's up with these dudes over here? Are they, like, dry? What is that? I don't know. Go grab the cattails. We always need more straw, so... That gave us straw. Ooh, hey, what's going on, tomatoes? How you doing? How you feeling, tomatoes? She's also got farming levels, so she's going to help out over here. Yeah, we got that tomato supply now. Who likes to eat tomatoes? Who just wants to sit around all day long eating tomatoes? I would say that crafting-wise, we should probably turn a couple of these. Yeah, that'll work. That was my assumption. So I guess after these have been harvested, we got to pull them out of the ground. And once we pull them out, it'll make space so that we can plant some more. That looks all right to me. And then we'll go up in here, and I got a few more tomato plants that we should be able to replace here. That's perfect. Like, I want to make sure that those stay moving the entire time. If they're not, then I need to have a rotation of food at all times, whether it's zucchini or whether it's anything else. Zucchini and whatnot, she got smithing and mining, yeah. I'll keep enough food on us for a couple of days, but I am much more interested in replanting everything I can right now. before tomorrow. He's got some time left. Well, sorry, brother. Actually, I needed him to chop down another tree. So let's go ahead and have him knock down another fir. That only took him 4 hours, so we'll go ahead and do that right there. That's given us the logs that we require in order to get some of the nastier things done in our building queue. Namely, like some woodworking places and stuff like that. See, those require fish hooks. I still don't have fish hooks. Maybe I just need this little bridge right here. Maybe that's the secret. Let's find out. So there's some more string right there. Yeah, craft me some more string. Craft string all day long. And then I'll make a little fishing bridge down there. Maybe we'll be able to fish with the hook. I don't know. She got level 1 farming. Good. Glad to hear it. The day is officially over, me thinkies. So we'll go ahead and bypass that right there. We made it out pretty far, considering I came into this blind not knowing exactly what I was shooting for. She's a farmer, so we need her to plant some more tomato seeds. That's going to eat up a bunch of her time. But we eat up a bunch of food. And that's kind of the point. And so we need to keep that moving right there. Otherwise, we got issues. We got some zucchinis over here that are all ready to harvest. And look at that. Zucchinis excavate themselves afterwards. Well, that's nice to know. How many zucchinis do I have right now? I got 15 zucchinis. Let's go ahead and we'll convert 5 of those into seeds. I think we get a little bit of a lesser yield from these, just as kind of a side effect, unfortunately. That put him into a little bit of debt, but that's all right. So we've converted our 5. She's got farming skills, so we'll go back in. We're going to plant some more zucchinis on this side, just to replace the ones that we lost along the way. I'll probably honestly fill in all these little spots with the seeds. I don't like the food situation that we have going on right now. It makes me nervous and it makes me worried. Makes me incredibly worried. We've got 2 more tomato seeds over here, so there we go. A few more tomatoes done been planted. And that leaves us with very few options as far as other stuff goes. But what we can do is we can make this little bridge right here. Yeah, put it right there. Work on the building. It's only going to take like an hour to lay that bamboo down. And can I use that for fishing or anything like that? Like, can I fish from here? We have a fishing rod. How do I use it, damn it? I just want to know how to use the fishing rod. Like, can I assign him to that right there? No. Okay. This seems to include its own fishing rods on both of those. Like, my assumption is that we've got to assign them to some kind of building in order to get it done, but frankly, I just don't know. We've got a metalworking workshop right there, or we can go with a stonemasonry, or we can go with a wood workshop. I would say it's probably the smartest idea to just build what we can for right now, all things considered. He's got some crafting time left, and I would say it's probably a good idea to make some more rudimentary axes. We'll get those working. I still don't have any shells, which is markedly disappointing. But I can't assign axes to all the people that want to chop wood now, so that's fine. Those aren't going to last very long. But it does give us options, and so we'll throw some axes around so the people have skills. Farming, farming, and farming, I assume. Yeah, it was a big day for the farming. We got a lot of stuff done. It was basically our harvest day. A few more blackberries to be gathered, I think. Just to make sure the food supply stays okay. We don't have to deal with rot or anything like that. And so if we can send people around to just grab the remaining blackberries before the next day, I think we'll be good to bypass some time. I keep hoping seashells will show up, but unfortunately, we ain't been that lucky. So their rest is at 40 right now. This is definitely not a restful location. Our little bridge right there was a resounding failure. It didn't work out for us. Can you at least craft string now? No. I think he got that level from making the fishing rod, and then after that it kind of just fell apart on him. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, is he made the fishing rod, and then that pretty much tapped him out, unfortunately. It's alright. We can make some fibers out of those, but he's still not skilled enough. Damn it. Fresh fish cooked over a fire. I don't have any fish. I don't know how I get them aside from the fishing building, so tough spot to be in. I'm not going to worry about the flax or anything else. Instead, you can do a metal workshop. Who's got an axe? Somebody go chop down some trees for me. There you go. That's how we're going to spend our day. And then from the rest of it, we will grab a few more of these blackberries over here just to round out the supply a little bit. Next up, we've got our farmer. Ain't a whole lot of jobs for the farmer right now, so we'll just try to keep this area clear and gather some excess resources with her. It's going to take her 12 hours to chop that down, so she just flat out doesn't have time to get that done. With 1 hour left, there's a blackberry right there. Perfect. He's our woodworker. And I think with that extra log that we finished off, we might be able to put down a... Yeah, we actually have the stuff for a woodworking workshop. Let's go ahead and we'll put that over here. I don't know what it's going to do for us, but hey, it takes 11 hours to get done, and he's got 11 hours worth of time to give, so... Oh, maybe not. I love the way that when you put the straw into the building and all that stuff, like, it actually actively adds the parts from your stockpile to the building. I really like that whole, like, Lego assembly thing that they've got going on. It's very entertaining to watch and enjoyable. It looks like we have 10 new things that we can craft right now in our crafting menu. It's allowed us to make chestnut beams. We've got tables. We've got all kinds of random little things that we can craft now, which is pretty cool. It's mostly just rods, so we basically got the ability to pole turn, and we've got the ability to plane things now. Over on this side, I don't see anything new. Nothing new on that side, so not going to worry about it. Gonna leave it alone. Who's got hours left? Who's got a little bit of time remaining? You got an hour. Grab another blackberry. You've got 11 hours. What do I want you to do with your 11 hours? I don't know. What does that do right there? Strength and insulation? Not much. Not much at all. Dude, you gotta have a bunch of trees to build, like, real houses. You gotta be killing it. Otherwise, you got problems. That place got a granite floor? Good lord. Oh, the hammocks are a building material for a medium cabin. Oh, I thought I would put it out and people would just rest in it. Like you could assign them to it, kind of like Dead by Daylight, or not Dead by Daylight, but Dead in Bermuda style. You could like assign them to it and it would be okay. You just go gather some shit. I mean, if there's anything laying around, get after it. But frankly, it looks like we've mostly picked through this location. I'm not seeing a lot of things jumping out at me right now as being intensely useful. There we go. Time to rest. No storm, so that's an added benefit. Some people have gotten better at farming and things of that nature. They really need to work on that seashell thing. Like, not being able to get seashells has really kind of put a damper on our food supply. Like, our farming is going perfectly okay. Like, that's no big deal. But I really wanted to fish. I love fishing. Fishing is one of my favorite things in video games. And so the fact that I can't fish now is intensely upsetting. It's inside of our stockpile. So we've got 6 blackberries. They have actually eaten through all of the food. The blackberries are all that we have right now. Yee. That's bad. That's definitely multiple levels of bad. We may have some starvational issues pretty soon. Adding those 2 extra people is what really got us. We were foraging perfectly fine until they showed up. We must kill the newcomers. We must kill the newcomers and eat them. It's the only way that we'll be able to survive. It's necessary. It's very, very necessary. But we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Stormland. I like this game enough to where I did a second episode of it after the initial impressions playthrough. Check it out. I'll have a link for you. It's on itch.io right now. It's about $12. It's early on in its development cycle, but I do like what the game's getting at. It's kind of fun and it's relaxing. I will see you all later. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like on it. It helps out the channel more than you know. Swing through live at twitch.tv/SplatterCatGaming if you wanted to hang out and have conversation with me in person. And other than that, I got nothing else for you. How you do, everybody, and take care.